In the summer of 1992, excitement swept across the Philippines as Pepsi launched what seemed like the promotion of a lifetime, Number Fever. The idea was simple. Every bottle cap carried a number, and each night those numbers were announced on national television. Match the winning number, and you could win cash prizes. For a country where many families lived on just a few dollars a day, the grand prize, 1 million pesos, was life-changing. People began buying bottles in bulk, hoarding caps, and dreaming of a sudden escape from poverty. For weeks, the campaign worked perfectly. Winners came forward, celebrations filled neighborhoods, and Pepsi's popularity surged. Then came the night of May 25, 1992. On live television, the winning number flashed, 349. Across the country, thousands of people froze, then erupted in disbelief. Bottle caps were pulled from pockets, jars, and kitchen drawers. 349 was everywhere. It wasn't just a handful of winners. It was estimated that more than 800,000 caps carried that same number. At first, people laughed. It had to be a mistake. But as the reality set in, excitement turned into expectation and then into anger. Pepsi quickly announced there had been a technical error. Only a small subset of the 349 caps, those marked with a special security code, were valid. Instead of the promised million pesos, the company offered a small goodwill payment to the others. For many, it felt like betrayal. Crowds began to gather outside Pepsi bottling plants. Protests erupted. People who had spent their savings buying soft drinks now believed they had been cheated out of fortunes they already considered theirs. The tension escalated rapidly. Bottles were thrown.
Trucks were attacked.
What began as frustration hardened into fury. Then came the violence. In the chaos that followed, several attacks targeted Pepsi facilities and delivery vehicles. Homemade explosives were thrown. One tragic incident changed everything. A grenade meant for a Pepsi truck missed its target and struck a passing vehicle. Inside were a schoolteacher and a young child. They died instantly. Over the following days and weeks, more violence erupted across different areas. By the time the unrest subsided, 5 people had lost their lives, and dozens more were injured. What had begun as a marketing campaign had spiraled into a national crisis. Pepsi faced lawsuits, public outrage, and long-term damage to its reputation in the Philippines. The company maintained that it was a mistake, not fraud, but for many affected families, the explanation brought little comfort. Years later, the Number Fever incident remains one of the most infamous marketing disasters in history, a stark reminder of how quickly hope can turn into chaos when trust is broken. For those who lived through it, it wasn't just a contest. It was a promise that felt real until it wasn't.